In your videos, you start all of your videos, you're so energetic.
Right.
Doing the same thing for 25 years,
Right.
someone could get pretty bored with almost anything. You didn't expect to be doing this. How do you have such enthusiasm always for what you're doing?
I enjoy doing it.
But I mean, how you're always, it's like you're always inventing stuff. I've watched so many of your different videos. There's always something new.
Yeah, you have
It
you
seems
have
like
to,
that's part of what is
Absolutely.
Aloha, and the fresh. It's always fresh.
You
that
have
moment.
to, yes, you have to, I think, constantly think of new ways of approaching the same issue. If you keep approaching something with the same way, it becomes stale and boring, and as a result, it crumbles. But if you every day
twist,
huh? Yeah, if you come
different twists.
you have to come with a different twist. You have to find a different way of doing something. You have to find a fresh way of looking at it, and it comes to everything, not just exercise. Relationship, the house you live in, the dog you have. You have to keep.
You're talking about the art of living, then.
Yeah, of course.
We would like to thank you very much for opening your own life story, talking story about your life, how you've come to this. Can you tell us something about your sense of the future for Hawaii, or what you would like to contribute to the future? You're still so fresh, you could have started the videos last year.
Right.
You're going to continue doing this.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope to continue doing this. For as long as I'm wanted, I will continue doing it. There's still a pretty good demand for what I'm doing, so obviously I'm going to continue doing it.
And stay in Hawaii?
Yes. I mean, I think that, the show is based in Hawaii. It's known as a Hawaiian show. Maybe people in Hawaii don't realize it as much, but when I go to the mainland, I'm very identified with Hawaii.
Yeah.
More so than people here realize.
Yeah.
That identity will stay with the show, because that's what the show is all about. It's the outdoors, the healthy, the fitness.
Do you have any advice for the students?
Yeah, something inspirational that you can
Teenagers?
share with the
For students,
Yeah.
well, it's an interesting thing, because with students, I think every group of students, whether they're in Hawaii or in California or in New York or in the Midwest or someplace else in the world, they form their own identities, right? Because I think for young people to form their own identities is a very, very crucial thing. But I think the ones that will maybe kind of excel or go beyond just the regular expectations is the ones who can look at outside of themselves as well. Look at the bigger picture. Look at people outside of their own group and see what motivates them. Yeah, think outside of the box. Go beyond your comfort zone. A lot of I know you create your own symbols when you're young, and it's like you tend to be stuck with it. And I think it's very important to look at other people's symbols and what it means to them, because just as much as passion as you have for your stuff, they have for their stuff. So I think if you open yourself up to somebody else, it creates harmony rather than separation. And with the harmony comes a lot of good things and aloha. Right? So it's all tied together.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That was a terrific.
I didn't expect you to say all of this. I guess you live with people, and there's lightweight and there's heavyweight people.
Right.
People that are very religious and spiritual, and then on the lightweight side of what's accessible to everyone is fitness.
Right.
It's like you don't think of it as being deeply rooted spiritually.
Right.
But at least I didn't, in terms of the way it's packaged. I didn't expect your roots of what you bring, the freshness that you bring, actually has deep roots. The beauty of Hawaii is still fresh for you.
Oh,
It's
it
not
is,
like,
absolutely.
now I'll take it for granted.
Yeah.
It's still every day you're still living in paradise, and
Of
you're
course.
sharing it on the video.
Yeah, but I don't pitch myself anymore. Now I realize I'm here.
Wonderful.
So do you support us in what we're trying to do and get the word out and kind of connect with the corporate side and seeing
You were
how
telling me
they
a little bit about
introduce?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what we're trying to do is just share everyone's knowledge on the internet, and then have the youth know that the law of aloha, understand it, exude it in everything, not just in school, but the way of living. And then also sharing from people from the mainland or visitors, tourists that's coming here, to ask them what the law of Aloha is, if they've ever heard it. Like, it's terrific to hear that you've never heard that before.
Right.
You know, it's a brand new thing, but it's been around for many years.
Okay.
And then actually ask them what Aloha means to them. Because a lot of tourists just say, it's hi,
Hula.
or shaka,
Right.
you know, but it's a deeper thing. It's a deeper feeling, you know. But we've got a lot of positive feedback about this feeling that you can't put to one word,
Right.
you know, and it's something that always draws the people back to Hawaii, you know. And so it's just to have not just the local people know, but the tourists and the mainland people to know that we're welcoming.
Right.
We're not what you think, that we live in grass shacks.
Right. No,
You know,
I don't
that
do.
we're very,
I don't know.
we're very modernized and, you know, up to speed with everything that's going on, and we're welcoming to, you know, to share what we know.
Right.
One of your son, I think, said, can the Aloha spirit go beyond Hawaii?
Yeah, and
What
then we
if the whole
can
world had this kind of spirit everywhere, this welcome?
Then we can show-
Is it possible?
ask to
for people to
say
do
that the
this?
world is.
Do you have a sense that
paradise.
Aloha can it go beyond Hawaii?
You know, it probably could. But I think that many parts of the world, they have so many rooted hatreds towards one another that is so strongly based in things that are, you know, religious or social or ethnic or whatever it is, and they raise their kids that way, and it's very difficult to break through. Very few, that's what I said earlier, you know, very few break through that, what you teach them when they're young, right? If it's, you know, negative or positive, and can go, you know, to the other side and go, okay, why are they doing it this way? Why are they, you know, what is their reasons to doing things? And they get very fixated and very, you know,
Their identity becomes that.
their identity becomes that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, yeah, I don't want to get into details of it, but it's.
Oh, no, it's obvious everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Can I ask you something personal?
Sure.
Politically,
Politically.
yes. How do you feel about Obama being from Hawaii? Do you think that he exudes the Aloha spirit?
Good question. I think it's left to be seen. I don't know. I hope he does. You know, I hope he does, because I think the hope that people put in Obama is definitely connected to this, to the, you know, some of the laws of Aloha. But I think, you know, the challenges on the world scene are big, and how he handles it and how he deals with it, and, you know, how he brings his ideals to the reality, to the real world, I think is left to be seen. It's hard to judge at this point. It's really, I mean, I wish him luck. I think he's on the right agenda.
I think he says we,
Okay.
and at some point we have to be part of it. And that's in the Aloha Talk story of 2009. We're trying to actually ask people what they really think. Meet people and involve ourselves. Because when he says, you have to help me do this,
Right.
I don't really know what he wants.
Right.
And and as young people growing up here in Hawaii, what can you depend upon from other people?
Right.
I think a lot of people here in Hawaii, they see your show. They don't know you as
Right.
being connected to their world. Even though they know you're here in Hawaii, they don't know they could walk up to you and join you.
Right.
I mean, it'd be lovely to have a Bodies in Motion, we're building a network, a learning network. It would be lovely to have a Bodies in Motion down at the beach session, once a month. We're talking about a clinic for special needs students and kids coming to the ocean, have access to the ocean, and the learning network coming together. It'd be lovely to have once a month, add your clinic in and see 100 kids and people from all ages doing what you do.
Awesome.
On your videos. We'd
Yeah.
love to have that kind of inspiration
Good
from
job.
you. So
Yeah.
I think that as we meet each other and
Yeah.
come together, first through video, because everyone's too busy.
Right.
But if we meet each other through video and the ideas start to come together, our hope in the
Yeah.
foundation, this is what Kimmy's pulling together right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
is a program in Waikiki that like social networking, except we get to meet each other.
Right.
And I really thank you for being so honest and open. I had no idea this you would have this story to tell.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You made it very easy for me.